Hey everybody, welcome to a short little video I wanted to make. Kind of a little update to Olga's Cantina at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland in California. So, as some of you may know, Olga's Cantina is a like a bar in Galaxy's Edge at the new land in Disneyland. And in this bar, which is quite popular, you can get these specialty drinks that come in special cups, and they're like souvenirs. And so I've done a previous review on the three types of cups, I guess, that you can get. So I won't go through those again. I really like them. I think they're fantastic and very good quality. They're made out of, ceramic or porcelain, and I think they're well worth, their cost in terms of the souvenir, the sort of the souvenir aspect of it. And then you managed, of course, to get a drink as well. So at the bottom, it says first edition Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, LFL. I guess that's like Lucasfilms Limited. So this here is the Yub Nub, which is an alcoholic drink, and I got that actually, when Galaxy's Edge first opened. I think within the first month or so. So there's this one right here. You can kind of see, how it is, all the different scenes. Anyways, I did a review on this earlier. The reason I'm doing an update is because a while later, several months later, I went there with my wife, and she had actually never been into Olga's Cantina, and the wait was no longer as intense, and so we managed to book a reservation same day. I took her in, and I got her a Yub Nub. It's a nice, fruity little alcoholic drink, and she likes those. And of course, I got another one of these as a souvenir. And interestingly enough, even though by far the mugs are now different, it still says first edition Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's like identical. We had always thought that first edition referred to, the first wave of, collectible cups with the opening of Galaxy's Edge. But that doesn't appear to be the case. Again, the first wave had long ago finished, and yet it's still called obviously first edition. In addition, hopefully you can tell, the two are quite a bit different. The second one is a little bit taller, and you can see that the color is absolutely different. This one is a little bit darker, this one's a little bit lighter. And so it's a matter of personal preference, and even the particular trees, you can see here that there's a little bit more shading on this area, the black right here versus here. Just everything's a little bit darker. The wash, so to speak, is a little bit darker. So in terms of the Yub Nub, I just find it very interesting that there is a pretty significant variation between the two. But now we need to come to the second comparison, which is a little bit more interesting, which is the Porg collectible cup. So if you order the Cliff Dweller, which is a non-alcoholic beverage, you'll get it in this little Porg ceramic cup. Again, it says first edition Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And it's really cute. I really like it. This is the Cliff Dweller, which I got on literally, I think, opening weekend. Galaxy's Edge opened Friday, and I went Saturday evening. So this is definitely first batch Cliff Dweller in the Porg ceramic cup. And just yesterday, I went to visit Galaxy's Edge to try to get Rise of the Resistance. I was there in the evening with my daughter, and I got another Cliff Dweller, and I got this, which is identical to the cup that I found, the cup I used in the bar, just this cup. And look at the two. There's a huge difference. I mean, this cup is way smaller than this cup. I mean, it's not even close, actually, in terms of just, both the height and the size. This is just a lot tinier, okay? Hopefully, when I put it next to each other, you can more easily tell. And I don't know what the cause of this is. This still says first edition, as does this. But it's just, I mean, I gotta say, it's gotta be at least 10% smaller. And all I can say is, like, really, Disney? I don't know if this is just to, like, what, save more on the drink? Like, you just deliver less drink? But I just find this really odd. How much, money are they really saving? I mean, they increased the cost of the Rancor, flight of beer or whatever, the Rancor's teeth. They increased that by $10 from $75 to $85. And now I find that they decreased the size of the pork mug by such a huge amount. They pack it with ice, and so, I mean, definitely there's a lot less drink that you're getting when you order now the new Cliff Dweller versus the old Cliff Dweller. So, in any case, I wanted to sort of, again, take a look. I don't want to believe that Disney had done this just to save money. It just seems so ridiculously, petty to do that. And here, as you can see, there's an obvious difference between the Yub Nub ceramic mugs, and this one's even a little bit taller than here. But hopefully, when you look at all four together, you can clearly just see the striking difference. And all of the mugs now are this size, okay? So they don't even have the taller ones, they won't serve that to you in the actual Cantina itself. Is this just sort of a mistake with the Chinese factories? Was this the mistake versus this being the mistake? We'll never know, obviously. But I do find it just pretty remarkable. And there are other types of differences. Like here, if you look at the back, there might be a little bit more glaze, I think, back here, some of the darker areas. Whereas here, it's a little bit flatter, but that could just be my imagination, So in any case, there you go. I still really like them. That's why I bought another version of these. I still enjoy drinking from them and all that. I think they're great collectibles, actually, if you're going to Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, or Disneyland. These are some of the better collectibles. I think some of the collectibles, honestly, from Galaxy's Edge, they're like the coolest ones. If you're a Star Wars fan and you want to get something from Disneyland as a souvenir, Galaxy's Edge has, I think, some of the best, from the droids you can make to the $200 lightsabers, which are awesome, to these, again, collectible mugs, Rancor's flight of beers, the Rancor's beer flight, and these porcelain cups. I mean, they're really awesome. But again, I just wanted to take the time to sort of showcase the minute differences if you get multiples. I don't know how many videos there are kind of detailing this. I might be one of the few people who get multiples, but I have two of each. I have two beer flights, and those seem to be identical. And then, of course, the Yub Nub mugs and the Cliff Dweller pork mugs, there are differences. All right, anyways, I just thought that was interesting. Hope you found it amusing as well. And until next time, do take care.